Julia Dudley Najee with Let's Talk TV. We are at the Fresno Urban Leadership Conference 2011.
And we want you to be able to get a full experience out of these next 2 days.
Because I don't care what party you're for. If you're for high-speed rail, then you're my friend. If you're against high-speed rail, I'm voting for the person against you.
There has been a recommitment from the banking industry to pass through dollars to other local community organizations and community banks. Business lending is going on, but community lending is on the rise.
Management, books on it, I want to know all of that because that lets me know just how tuned you are into your business.
So I'm really all about why you're reinventing the wheel. If you're really good at a certain thing, build on it. Don't go, okay, all of a sudden I want to do this and we have no clue what's involved in that. Build on what you're already good at.
We don't fund construction, but we will fund some gap financing that's required to actually get the real estate loan.
You know, you always start with self. You're trying to improve the things that you need to improve in order to understand the commitment for entrepreneurship, because you make the wrong decision. It's a long road back to making. A lot of our young people have great ideas, and they know kind of what's out there for them. Our opportunities to create an economy that is really supported by black people and black entrepreneurs. Once we get addicted to a paycheck, we become just like everybody else. I got a car payment, I got my family, I got this.
I learned a long time ago, everybody has a story.
As a money trader, I was 23 years old and I used to invest $100 million every day.
It doesn't have to be spectacular. There's a reason why something as bizarre as reality TV works. Everybody wants to know the true story.
I was the kid from the historical black college or university. Everybody else was from the Ivy Leagues.
Mine just happens to be literally selling out to my dream and making the sacrifices necessary and following it to its natural conclusion. And I never ever thought that would bring me to the San Joaquin Valley in Fresno.
You have to be the, not a, but the subject matter expert in the field you're going to go in.
And I felt if I wanted to live the American dream, I felt I had to stay in Fresno. Having an American dream is owning and purchasing a home. So for 2 years, after I ended my professional career in baseball, I didn't have any money, but I did have a college degree. From that one house, 17 years ago, I'm probably buying maybe 100 and something houses a year from that same 125 houses.
Here we are, these many years later, we're in existence as a woman-owned solar company, and it's been a struggle. It hasn't been easy. It's been ups and downs. There's now restructuring going on.
I think we have so many challenges facing our young people. The university really needs to, and this is really the purpose of the Children's Institute, really needs to use its resources, whether it's its faculty, its intellectual capital, its access to young people, to start to raise questions and come up with solutions around regional problems. We need to do more to link with, I believe, youth-serving organizations and also youth activists.
Our commitment is to join young people together with adult allies in order to improve their communities. The strategies we use to accomplish this are really a focus on environmental prevention, We are the county provider for underage drinking prevention here in Fresno County.
So our agency is also taking the reins and addressing some of the immediate needs of boys and men of color as well, as we look to address equity issues within this community.
We all heard all the different information in the last years as Fresno having the highest concentrated poverty of the 50 largest cities in America. We keep getting these reports, the most recent one about the Valley's counties. I think we have 3 of the poorest counties in the United States.
The President has put forward a rather ambitious jobs plan, which has lots of very, very neat components to it. But the question becomes, will the Congress appropriate the money for the plans that he has?
And frankly, I think that the 30,000 net new jobs that were identified in the regional jobs initiative was really just a red herring. It was the only way that we could get people's attention. It's the only way that we really could get the news to come to do any kind of marketing of it.
Right here, close to what I call 93706, is the Career Technology Center. That's open entry, open exit. You can learn mechanical and industrial skills.
So my goal is to teach these young people, how do you present yourself in the business world? We had a conversation this past week, and they have the piercings and the tattoos, and I bring in employers, and employers told them, you know, one young lady, I will not hire you because, I cannot hire you because you have a tattoo. I like for them to hear that because that's what they are going to be faced.
It's all about today's economy and how we save and budget and do more with less.
I believe that what we believe determines our behavior. And I believe that a lot of us, if we could change our thinking, we could change our world. My passion here in the Valley is developing comprehensive financial literacy delivery channels.
You have to be a little creative on how you're going to make more interest. If you keep it in your checking account, what are you going to make? 0? Your savings account, 10 basis points, 0.10.
But what I tend to advise people on is that if you want to maximize the return on your money right now, for me and what I've gone through for the last 4 years, the best way for me to maximize the return on my money was paying down debt.
And the only way to do this is taking control. Sort of like, if you are a passive investor, you know, you're going to go up and down, but I tell you, in the stock market, there's people that are making zillions of money.
Somehow, in our past generations, we had family members who were able to live on $30,000, $35,000 a year, raise generations of us, and still manage to have savings and monies available for when grandkids got in trouble.
So one of the things I personally have always enjoyed is listening to more seasoned administrators and listening to their lessons learned and what they didn't get right. Deep learning often occurs when we make mistakes as leaders and learn to even forgive ourselves for making what are often very public mistakes.
So my personal story began there in the segregated South. There's a great beauty in it because out of that segregated South, I came to the North knowing that I could be everything I wanted to be because I was surrounded by nothing but African Americans being everything that there was to be. I love teachers and everything that I do. I wish we would stop beating teachers up and actually give them the support and the resources that they need.
I now have a radio show, it's volunteer, but I've made it a virtual classroom. And it is in that where maybe I don't teach the classes that I used to teach. I use that radio show then to still get knowledge out.
All you have to do is ask. There's always someone there who's willing to answer and who's willing to give. You just have to be willing to know what to ask.
I understand education is a great equalizer. That it didn't matter what I had been born into or what history I had inherited. It gave me the tools to create my own story.